The void-born woman brings her eyes back to the book. She reads again, although the description bleeds her brain of sanity. I drag my eyes away from the cup, silently pleading with them to not look. But there's just something deeply wrong about the cabinet. Its surface begins to pulse. The material slowly rubs away, as if being worn down by invisible hands. It just makes me feel so cold. My eyes spiral. I have an eerie feeling that it wants to open its doors and just suck us in. I have a custom spectral matrix 9 wrapped around my shoulder. It starts to spike, violently vibrating in my hands. It combines multiple sensors with AI analysis, revealing the nightmare of hidden truths, of the dead, and the things that should never have followed them back. In the Earth's hidden matrix film, in real time. Simeon stares me in the face. I know when he wants to say something, but doesn't want to throw death in the loop, so decides to keep his pessimistic ways to himself. Davina shakes us up and frowns at us. Simeon bends his neck, and she says it's not her. So who made that noise then? She shrugs. Anyway, the spectral matrix stops trembling. Once I spot a door to the right up ahead, so I cue us to head towards it in caution. I hold my apparatus real tight, hoping not to be burdened by anything unusual. The lights go out, and a peculiar movement makes its entry from, I am presuming, the staircase. Me and Davina stop, but Simeon creeps ahead. His astigmatism paints the illusion of him having no fear, but it doesn't do him any justice in times of adversity. It will be the death of him if it gets any worse. I scream at him to stop. I tell him there's something with us. It dances in the hallway. Its limbs shift, lurching in staccato. Its face is skewed with a smile, but its eyes pierce through the darkest patches in the air like bravado. Like it watches us at every angle, with every step, studying and hunting. And when you blink, it seems closer. I yell at Simeon to use his flashlight, but his voice trembles. I don't have it, mate. Davina seems spellbound in the stillness. My heart begins to thump. My eyes dart around. I want to faint as my spectral matrix amps up its screeches. My survival feels like a death sentence rather than salvation. Yet, the lamp on the cabinet, once I turn it on, works out to be a silver lining. The thing is nowhere to be seen. Jeesh. We all sigh with heavy ease, though our eyes speak of a journey into the damned unknown. Davina says it moved up the staircase. Simeon says, this ass is strange. I bet there's another door in that kitchen, because I ain't going upstairs for no one, mate. I told him to stop being a puss, but still, we'll just make our way into the kitchen instead. So we tread ahead. As I turn my spectral matrix towards the living room, I perceive a visual on my screen, a thing I cannot solidly describe, but it sort of stretches and bends along the walls. There are eyes that don't blink, but just choke me until I start feeling woozy. No thanks, I blurt. I tell the team to just focus ahead, and they look at each other with a nervous jitter. Before we get to the kitchen, we glimpse the staircase, but it's empty, too untroubled that it seems like peace lives up there. We near the kitchen. It looks like a butcher's playground, although there's no meat streets, just an airy pull of a butcher's picture on the wall that looks beyond death, and whose smile makes the air turn cold. That's brazy. This isn't a place where food is prepared. It feels like a place where someone practiced rituals, opening spaces of different planes of existence. I can't, not sure if I could fathom the madness of what could have happened in here. But I am touching something in front of me with a miasmic presence. Simeon flinches, and Davina gasps for her breath. I load up my spectral matrix and blast the ethereal beam in front of me. We snap back. The ether shows us an angelic being, inscribed with a demonic presence that's barely seen and blends into its environment. We can just about make out luminous wings, haloed in veins of shadow. Its eyes glint with black ink of dying things. Its body is ragged and frayed, flaunting a scorched bent leg and broken torso. They remind me of someone, but I cannot put my finger on it. I turn to Davina. Her eyes mimic the forbidden ghost that gazes at me. Simeon aimlessly walks around the kitchen. I call out to him, but he doesn't register. I hear voices of hollow dead that crawl on the edge of my ears. My skull feels like it's cracking. I feel like I'm going insane. I quickly turn off the spectral matrix and smell a musty metallic scent. My skin crawls. I'm losing sensations in my body. Simeon stands in the far dark corner of the kitchen. I can barely see him, but it looks like his face is melting. He screams, "What's happening to me?" Davina calls my name in a trembling voice. I turn and wince as she stands right in front of me. Her eyes bulge and stained with a red wet, like they're about to burst, as if heavy pressure is squeezing the sanity from her brain. My body locks, while my brain scrambles for understanding. I drop my spectral matrix and stumble backwards. Simeon keeps on mumbling in some type of arcane language. The Venus stare erodes the life from my body. I try to stand, but the room tilts, and all of a sudden, darkness